Welcome back, Ceiba families. I want to give you all a warm welcome to our 2020 Back to School night. Due to the devastating impact the CZU Lightning Complex forest fire has had on our community, we have decided to record and share out this presentation rather than host our Back to School night live over Zoom. As I shared with you last week through 2 letters, some of our Ceiba faculty and staff have had to evacuate, and many others are caring for family, friends, and pets who have had to leave their homes. I'm certain many of you have been impacted by these fires as well. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone impacted by these fires. Finally, please know Ceiba is here for you should you need support. And with that, onward to our Back to School night presentation. To begin, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Rip, and I'm the head of school at Ceiba College Prep. We have a 2-part agenda to our Back to School night meeting. The first is a head of school welcome led by me. During the head of school welcome, I'm going to discuss 3 items: distance learning tips for success, the schedule, and the Ceiba family communication. After I'm finished with my head of school welcome, our grade level teams will come on and they will provide grade level expectations. Each individual teacher will provide an introduction, and then each individual teacher will give a short class overview for what their classes will look like for the upcoming school year. Like I said on the previous slide, I will be discussing 3 items this evening: tips for distance learning, schedules, and ways we communicate. First up is tips for distance learning, tips for success. We learned a lot in quarter 4, and after reviewing how we did as a school, as well as reading what other schools are doing around the state, I came up with 3 basic tips that I think, actually I know, that if you follow, you will be successful with distance learning. Tip 1, show up every day. One thing that was very clear from the data is that students who attend school through Zoom every day do much better. Grades are better, they feel less stressed, and they feel confident that they know what is going on in their classes. What's the key? Showing up every day. Turn on your Zoom, answer emails, turn in your assignments every day. Do this, and I am certain you will be successful with distance learning. Tip 2, make a daily schedule. Too often I've seen kids seem lost, confused, and take way too little or way too much time to complete assignments. This often is the result of students not having a structured schedule. My second tip for success with distance learning is to create a daily schedule. Wake up at the same time, eat breakfast at the same time. You may even want to think about taking a shower just as if you were planning to come to the building. Follow your schedule of Zoom classes, and finally, make a clear break between fun time and work time. This is difficult with distance learning with all of the fun things you can do with your Chromebooks, but it's also incredibly important. If you're supposed to be doing classwork, do classwork. If you're supposed to have fun time, then you can have fun time. By following a daily schedule, you can enjoy your free time knowing you've completed all of your responsibilities for the day. Finally, tip 3. Too often, adolescents and teenagers want to retreat to their bedrooms and shut out the world. But this is not good for their mental or emotional health. Connecting with others is what makes school special for many. Just because we're physically distanced from one another doesn't mean connecting should stop. Call your friends. Talk with classmates on Zoom. Talk with your teachers on Zoom. Open up to your families. These are all ways you can connect with others and be successful with distance learning. I want to take a moment here to pause and discuss Zoom and how that's connected to connecting with others. Too many students think going to Zoom meetings means turning off your audio and video and just listening to the teacher. That's not connecting. Connecting is talking to your classmates and your teachers by using your video and your audio. That is our expectation for all of you at Ceiba. Turn on your video and turn on your audio when you're on Zoom. Okay, now that we've discussed tips for success with distance learning, I want to discuss our schedule. I've broken down our schedule into two parts. The first part is Mondays. Mondays will continue to have 6 classes or periods, but there is a new live component that I've highlighted in yellow. Your first period class will now become live and function as a homeroom for 15 minutes. This is an opportunity to connect with your classmates and your teachers. Take a look at the school announcements and plan for the upcoming week. This live session on Zoom also will help you to maintain a daily schedule. One of the tips for success I mentioned on previous slides. So students, the expectation here is to be up and on your live Zoom classes at 8 a.m. every day, including Mondays. This new live interaction begins this coming Monday, August 31st. Be sure to tune into your live Zoom class for period 1. Let's move on to our Tuesday through Friday schedule. While the schedule is staying the same, just like Monday, we're adding more live Zoom interactions. Now each of your classes, Tuesday through Friday, will begin with live Zoom sessions. Support and intervention will continue to take place on Wednesday and Friday, but will do so after your live Zoom session. I have bolded the times you all need to remember. 8 a.m. for periods 1 or 4, 9:20 a.m. for periods 2 or 5, and 10:40 a.m. for periods 3 or 6. Be sure to tune into your teacher's live Zoom sessions each period, Tuesday through Friday. My final agenda item is the Ceiba family communication. I wanted to spend a moment to discuss how Ceiba communicates with all of you. I've broken down our communication into 6 main areas. First up, phone calls. You may receive phone calls from the office if your student does not check in for the day. You also may receive phone calls letting you know that there is a tutor who's eager to support your student. This could be in the form of a grade level academic coordinator check-in who wants to support your student. Phone calls are a simple, easy method that Ceiba uses to communicate with our students and their parents. Next up, text messages. You will receive text messages that will remind you sometimes when live Zoom classes are starting, that your students need to turn in missing an assignment, or they may be there might be a link to a letter within the text message. Last week, I sent out 2 letters to our community in response to the fires. You likely received these in a link through our text message. If you have not received text messages, please call us so we can correct your name in our system. Third, emails. Similar to text, Ceiba will send out emails to families who have indicated this on their emergency card they filled out. Messages that go to text will also be sent to families' email addresses. Fourth, Schoology. Schoology is our learning management system. This is where teachers post assignments and where students can access their assignments, complete them, and submit them for a grade. Teachers will also post student grades on Schoology. Parents, please check Schoology regularly. Your students know if you do, and they will be more motivated to turn in work if they know that you'll be checking on a regular basis. Fifth, our weekly newsletter. Many families shared they want to know what assignments are coming up for their students. Our weekly newsletter seeks to resolve this issue that parents expressed. Every week, teachers will write down what students will be doing for the upcoming week. Read this letter over with your students and ask them about their assignments. This is a great way for students and parents to connect. Finally, social media. Ceiba maintains both an active Facebook and Instagram account. Ceiba staff will share out fun photos and videos as an additional way for Ceiba to stay connected with all of you. This concludes my head of school introduction to the back to school night recording. I'm now going to hand it over to our grade levels to introduce themselves.
Welcome
to Ceiba.
My name is Jackie Saporito, and I am the 6th grade math teacher.
Ella es la señorita Jackie Saporito y enseña matemáticas de 6º grado.
Hello, I'm Miss Rainey, and I am the science and history teacher.
Yo soy la señorita Rainey y soy la maestra de ciencias sociales y naturales.
Hi, I'm Miss Hammering, and I'm the English language arts teacher.
Yo soy Miss Hammering y enseño inglés.
Hello, I'm Ms. Gonzalez and I teach physical education. Hola, soy la maestra González y enseño educación física.
I'm Liam Jones and I'm the directed studies teacher.
Hola, yo soy el señor Jones y enseño estudios directivos.
My name is Zaya Jones and I'm the 6th grade academic coordinator.
Yo soy Zaya Jones y soy el coordinador del grado 6º.
Our 6th grade expectations. Students follow their daily schedules and complete all assigned work on time. Students seek help and communicate questions to their teachers. And students are ready and prepared to participate appropriately for all Zoom sessions.
Las expectativas para el 6º grado son que los estudiantes sigan sus horarios día con día y que completen sus tareas o trabajos, que los estudiantes busquen ayuda o hagan preguntas a sus maestros, maestras, y que los estudiantes estén listos y preparados para participar en todas las sesiones de Zoom.
My name is Mrs. Saporito and I teach math. I started teaching in 2007. I graduated from UCSC and I majored in politics. I later received my master's degree in education from San Jose State University, and I love teaching math. And that is my son, Primo. He's 5 years old, and he just started kindergarten this year. Next slide, please.
Yo soy la señora Saporito, enseño matemáticas. Terminé mi maestría en el año 2007. Me gradué de la Universidad de California en Santa Cruz con la licenciatura en política. Recibí mi maestría en educación de la Universidad del Estado de California en San José. Y me encanta enseñar matemáticas. Y este es mi hijo Primo que acaba de comenzar kinder.
This year in math, students will learn to use new models and methods to think about problems as well as solve them. We will focus on making connections, discovering relationships, figuring out what strategies can be used to solve problems, and explaining our thinking. And then for our units of study, we'll start with decimals and fractions, work our way into ratios, followed by negative numbers, expressions and equations, and then geometry and statistics at the end of the year.
En matemáticas este año, los estudiantes aprenderán a usar ejemplos para pensar en problemas al igual que solucionarlos. Nos vamos a enfocar en hacer conexiones, descubrir relaciones, averiguar cuáles estrategias pueden ser usadas para resolver problemas y poder explicar nuestros pensamientos. Las unidades de estudio, vamos a comenzar con conceptos y operaciones decimales. Después vamos a entrar a conceptos y operaciones de fracciones. Después en los radios, tasas y porcentajes, los números negativos, después expresión y ecuaciones, después áreas de superficie y volumen y por último datos y estadísticas.
We use a lot of apps in math. We definitely use Schoology and Zoom, Edpuzzle frequently, and then Khan IXL will be our main modes of online practice with math.
En matemáticas se usan varias plataformas tecnológicas y vamos a estar usando varias este año para poder enseñar. Obviamente Schoology y principalmente IXL y Khan Academy son las que vamos a estar utilizando más para enseñar.
The math expectations are very similar to the expectations for most of the other sixth grade teachers. We do expect students to go to the Schoology folder daily and do the assignments there in order. Something that they need to focus on this year is reading directions very carefully. They need to be attending Zoom on time and ready for the camera, and I expect them to participate in the Zoom activities. Assignments should be completed on time, and students this year will learn how to be active learners, meaning that they seek out information when problems are challenging instead of immediately giving up or asking the teacher for help right away. So we want them to be problem solvers. They have notes, they have lecture videos they could watch. If they need help, they could watch Khan videos or worked out examples. And then if that still doesn't work, then they can turn to the teacher for support.
Las expectativas este año en matemáticas van a ser casi igual para todos los maestros del sexto año. Se espera que los estudiantes revisen su folder de Schoology diariamente, que lean las indicaciones de sus trabajos cuidadosamente, asistir a sus clases de Zoom y estar a tiempo, y también que estén listos para prender la cámara, participar en las actividades de Zoom, completar su trabajo a tiempo, que es muy importante, y vamos también a estar enseñándoles cómo oír activamente, buscar información cuando problemas demuestren ser complejos. Ellos van a tener varias cosas disponibles para que ellos puedan regresar si es posible, si necesitan. En los videos van a poder estar revisando cosas en Khan y revisar pasos, ejemplos que ya se les dieron, así que van a tener herramientas para que ellos puedan tratar de solucionar los problemas ellos mismos. Si estas cosas no funcionan, entonces ya pueden buscar ayuda de la maestra.
If you need to contact me, the best way to reach me is through email. The students should know how to email me. It's also on my landing page on Schoology.
Cuando los estudiantes necesiten o ustedes contactarme, la mejor manera de ponerse en contacto conmigo es mandándome un correo electrónico. Aquí está mi domicilio de correo electrónico y gracias.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miss Rainey, and I am your history and science teacher. I'm a proud Ceiba teacher for the last 3 years. I graduated from San Francisco State University with my business administration. I have a master's in technology management, and my greatest joy is technology and my greatest passion is teaching.
Yo soy Miss Rainey y soy la maestra de Ciencias Naturales y de Historia o Ciencias Sociales. Soy una orgullosa maestra ya en Ceiba por 3 años. Soy graduada de la Universidad de San Francisco en Administración de Negocios y recibí una maestría en tecnología y me gusta mucho, mi grande pasión es la tecnología y enseñar.
In history and science, students will learn, basically, ultimately, we think like historians, scientists, and engineers. So for the first semester, we will go through history and we'll explore ancient civilization in an attempt to understand the world we live in today. The areas that we will cover are as early humans in Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, ancient India, ancient China, ancient Greece, and ancient Rome. And the next semester, we will explore science and we'll explore earth science and engineering concepts in the attempt to understand the world we live in today. The subject matters will be design engineering, earth and human activity systems, earth systems water cycle, space systems, and earth and solar system.
En historia y ciencias, los estudiantes aprenderán, pero más que nada aprender, queremos que últimamente ellos piensen como historiadores, como científicos y como ingenieros. En la primera parte del semestre o en el primer semestre vamos a estar explorando la historia, la civilización para entender el mundo mejor en el que vivimos hoy. Algunas de las civilizaciones que vamos a estar estudiando son los principios humanos, Mesopotamia, Egipto antiguo, India antigua, la antigua China, Grecia antigua y también Roma antigua. En el segundo semestre de ciencia, vamos a estar explorando la ciencia del planeta, de nuestra Tierra y conceptos de ingeniería para entender el mundo en el que vivimos hoy. Y vamos a estar estudiando diseño o ingeniería de diseño, la actividad del mundo y de la humanidad, el ciclo del agua y del sistema del planeta y también el sistema solar.
Our daily breakdown of each day is on Monday, you'll have history first semester, and then second semester you'll have science, and the assignments will be composed of asynchronous work and posted on Schoology. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, assignments will be composed of both live Zoom classes and asynchronous work posted on Schoology.
Para resumir un poco, la agenda va a consistir, el primer semestre va a ser historia y ciencias, o en el semestre de historias y ciencias. Vamos a todos los días se va a presentar las clases ya sean en vivo o pregrabadas. Pero todo el trabajo va a estar disponible en Schoology para que todos los estudiantes tengan toda la información necesaria y que sepan cómo se va a dar la clase ese día.
The commonly used tech platforms that we plan on using in history and science is Schoology, Padlet, Google Suite, Zoom, Screencastify, Edpuzzle, Actively Learn, Canva, and Library of Congress.
Las plataformas tecnológicas que se van a estar usando más estos semestres o este año va a ser Schoology, Padlet, Google Suite, Docs, Slides, Forms, Calendario, Screencastify, Edpuzzle, Actively Learn, Canva y Library of Congress, que es la librería del Congreso.
The history and science expectations, The classroom behavior, the school needs to be a safe place to learn, so any type of disrespect or disruptive behavior will not be tolerated. The things that we do is check daily Schoology attendance, Zoom sessions, and assignments, model benevolence in the classroom and on Zoom, challenge yourself and try to improve. It's okay to make mistakes and try to learn from them. Ask questions and clarify assumptions, and listen to others and participate in discussions. Things we don't do is speak while others are speaking, quit, give up, or settle for less, say anything online that you would not say in person, and skip through questions or rush through work.
El salón de clases es un lugar seguro y queremos ser respetuosos y tener nuestro mejor comportamiento. Cualquier mal comportamiento o desrespeto que no se estén respetando a los estudiantes o a los maestros no va a ser tolerado. Algunas de las cosas que queremos que hagan los estudiantes o que necesitamos que hagan es que revisen su agenda en Schoology día con día, que revisen sus sesiones de Zoom y la tarea, que demuestren benevolencia en las clases y durante Zoom, que se desafíen el uno al otro en un intento de mejorar y que a veces cometemos errores, pero aprender de ellos, de hacer preguntas y pedir clarificación o que necesitas tus suposiciones, las necesitas clarificar. Y escuchar a los demás y participar en las discusiones. Lo que no queremos que hagan los estudiantes o no va a ser tolerado es que no hablen cuando los demás están hablando, que sean respetuosos, que no se den por vencidos y que no se conformen con lo poco, que no digan nada de lo que no dirían en persona y que no omitas preguntas para apresurar su trabajo, o sea, que no se pasen o no se brinquen las preguntas cuando quieren estar trabajando muy rápidamente.
You may contact Ms. Rainey through my email and even through text.
Me pueden contactar o pueden contactar a la señorita Rainey por correo electrónico que está aquí disponible, también por llamada, por este mensaje de texto a este número de teléfono.
Hello, I am Miss Hammering. I teach English language arts. This is my third year at Ceiba as well. I majored in biological sciences and English at UC Irvine, and I'm really excited to work with your scholars this year.
Hola, yo soy la señorita Hammering. Este también es mi tercer año en Ceiba como maestra. Me gradué de la Universidad de California en Irvine en ciencias biológicas e inglés. Estoy emocionada de trabajar con sus estudiantes este año.
In ELA, students will learn. This language arts class is designed to increase sixth grade scholars' communication skills through reading, writing, speaking, and the study of the English language. Our primary focus in language arts class will be mastery of different writing styles and critical reading, demonstration of the rules of grammar, and the clear expression of thoughts and ideas through various mediums of communication in direct correspondence to the Common Core state standards.
Este año en la clase de inglés, los estudiantes, esta clase de artes de lengua está diseñada para aumentar las habilidades de comunicación de los estudiantes de sexto grado a través de la lectura, la escritura, el habla y el estudio del idioma inglés. Nuestro enfoque principal en la clase de artes de lenguaje, o sea, de inglés, será el dominio de diferentes estilos de escritura y lectura crítica, demostración de las reglas gramaticales y la expresión clara de pensamientos e ideas a través de varios medios de comunicación en correspondencia directa con los estándares estatales comunes.
Our daily breakdown for ELA. It's a class they have every school day, both A's and B days. And students are expected to complete the 3 A's for ELA every day. I've been saying this to your scholars every time I see them. The first A stands for attendance, click and attend Zooms. Agenda, read and follow the agenda. And assignments, complete any assignments for that day.
La clase de inglés es una clase que se da todos los días, en los días A, tanto como en los días B. Los estudiantes deberán trabajar en sus tareas todos los días y eso es lo que espera la señorita Hamring. Tendrán las clases de ELA, como lo vuelvo a repetir, todos los días. Se espera que los estudiantes completen las 3 A's para inglés cada día. Una A es por asistencia, para presionar y asistir sus clases de Zoom. Otra A es agenda, leer y que sigan la agenda. Y la otra A en inglés, que en este caso es una T, que es trabajos, completar los trabajos asignados para ese día.
The platforms we use in ELA are mostly similar platforms that other teachers are using as well. They're listed here.
Las plataformas técnicas que vamos a estar usando para esta clase son casi igual a las otras plataformas para las otras clases y aquí las pueden notar.
Expectations. Please see my syllabus for specifics about my late work policy and more. It can be found on my course's Schoology page. Essentially, students are expected to read and follow the agenda for ELA every school day, reach out to me with any questions, participate in class, complete work on time, and try their best and be kind and respectful to others and themselves.
Por favor, vea mi sílaba para específicas o específicos detalles sobre el trabajo tarde. Puede ser encontrado en la página de Schoology también. Se espera que los estudiantes lean y sigan la agenda de inglés todos los días, que se comuniquen o ustedes comuníquense con la señorita Hamring con cualquier pregunta, que participen activamente en clase, que completen su trabajo a tiempo y que hagan su mayor o el mayor esfuerzo y que sean amables con los demás.
Feel free to contact me. The best way of contacting me is my email, which is listed here.
Si tienen alguna pregunta o algo, la mejor manera de comunicarse conmigo es enviándome un correo electrónico y aquí está mi domicilio.
Hola, soy la maestra. Sorry, hello, Ms. Gonzalez, the PE teacher. This is my 4th year at Ceiba. I graduated from San Jose State with a kinesiology degree. I love teaching physical education, and the best way to contact me is on the email below. Hola, soy la maestra González. Este año es mi 4º año en Ceiba. Me gradué de la Universidad Estatal de California en San José con una licenciatura en kinesiología. Para contactarme, me pueden mandar un correo electrónico. In PE, students will learn social emotional learning, how to build character, how to find enjoyment in physical activity. And our first semester, that's made up of quarter 1 and 2, our unit 1 will consist of character strong and fitness part 1, as well as unit 2, character strong and fitness part 2. Los estudiantes van a aprender en el primer semestre. La unidad 1 va a tener aptitud, parte 1, y la unidad 2 va a tener aptitud, parte 2. The daily breakdown for my class. On Mondays, there's weekly assignments posted on Schoology, and they must be completed prior to our live Zoom meeting. On 8 days, I don't teach 6th grade, I teach 8th grade. Students only see me once a week, and those are on B days, which is Thursdays and Fridays. Group 1 sees me at 12, group 2 at 12:30 on Thursdays, and group 3 and 4, they see me on Fridays, and as well as 12 and 12:30. Cada lunes va a haber nueva materia publicado. El trabajo debe de ser completado antes de nuestra clase en Zoom. Los estudiantes de sexto grado nomás me miran una vez a la semana y es muy importante que no fallen clase. Los martes y los miércoles yo enseño los estudiantes de octavo y los de sexto grado enseño a los de sexto, que es jueves y viernes. Nomás la clase es media hora, de 12 a 2:30, grupo 1 el jueves, grupo 2 de 2:30 a 1. El viernes miro grupo 3 y 4, que es a las 12, de 2:30 y 2:30 a la 1. The commonly used technology platforms for physical education include Zoom, Schoology, Edpuzzle, Google Docs, Google Slides, and Kahoot. Las plataformas que se usan, que se van a utilizar en mi clase es Zoom, Schoology, Edpuzzle, Google Docs, Google Slides y Kahoot.
Hi, I'm Mr. Jones, and I teach the Directed Studies class. This is a class for some students who have an additional class that supports them with their other classes. The things we do in Directed Studies are work on assignments from the general education classes, check grades and Schoology, and we also build and assess academic skills by assignments that we are doing in that class that I have. The Directed Studies class for students who have it are Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 o'clock. And students who have this class are required to attend it.
Soy el maestro Jones y yo enseño la clase de estudios dirigidos. Algunos estudiantes solo tienen esta clase, no todos, y es principalmente para brindar apoyo en sus otras clases. Nosotros trabajamos en las tareas de los estudiantes, les ayudamos a consultar en Schoology y verificar sus calificaciones, en desarrollar y evaluar habilidades académicas. Las clases de Zoom son requeridas y tienen que asistir, y son los miércoles y viernes a las 8 de la mañana. Los estudiantes tienen que estar disponibles y asistir a estas clases.
And my contact information is on this slide here. And for students who have IEPs, I really encourage them to email me, and I'm available to set up additional times to meet with students outside of class hours.
Aquí están las maneras de cómo se pueden comunicar conmigo. Estoy disponible para apoyar a los estudiantes que tienen IEPs durante toda la semana. Y animo a los estudiantes a que me envíen un correo electrónico o a que se comuniquen conmigo para hacer una junta sobre Zoom.
All right. And my name is Zaya Jones, and I am the academic coordinator for sixth grade. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I went to Westmont College and got a degree in psychology. This is my fourth year at Ceiba as well, and I love being outside, I love dancing, and I love getting to help students at Ceiba.
Yo soy el maestro Jones y soy el coordinador académico del sexto grado. Yo crecí cerca de la ciudad de Oakland, en la bahía de San Francisco. Asistí al colegio Westmont y estudié psicología y baile. Este es mi cuarto año en Ceiba. Me encanta leer, escuchar música o la música en general, cocinar, jugar y estar afuera.
And as your grade level coordinator, I am your go-to person for any struggles that you might have. And I'm very excited to work with you. My job is to monitor your students' academic progress and work with the other teachers and staff to make sure they have the proper support.
Este año yo voy a estar, voy a ser la persona que voy a estar trabajando con ustedes para cualquier dificultad que puedan ustedes tener este año. Estoy emocionado de trabajar con ustedes. Estaré monitoreando el progreso académico de sus estudiantes y trabajaré con los maestros y otro personal para asegurarme de que tengan el apoyo adecuado.
And there is my email and my phone number. You can feel free to call or text me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Y aquí están las maneras como se pueden comunicar conmigo. Está mi correo electrónico y mi número de teléfono.
Please feel free to reach out to any of us with your questions.
Por favor, siéntase con la libertad de comunicarse con nosotros con cualquier pregunta.
Thank you.
Gracias.